Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katie and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I also run the budget shop Purple Glimmer Budgets, which is where you're going to find a lot of the products that I use in my videos. You can find my shop on Etsy or also on my website PurpleGlimmerBudgets.com. My husband and I are on a journey to pay off a lot of our high interest debt using the cash stuffing method as a way to control our expenses. If this is something you'd like to follow along with, just keep watching. In today's video, I'm going to be unstuffing my weekly spending from my weekly wallet. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be bringing up my spending trackers. So I do this digitally. So I have everything to the penny here, and then I round it up to the next dollar on this side. And this is the side that I use to unstuff all of my spending. And it looks like when I was transposing the information, instead of it being a 4 here, it turned it into a Y. I don't have the best handwriting, so me and Good Notes don't always play the nicest. So let me get this corrected. There, finally. Okay. So if this is the first time you're watching me, on this channel I like to do a lot of cash budgeting items. So cash stuffings, cash unstuffings, cash condensing, savings challenges, basically anything cash budgeting related, you can find that here. I like to kind of progress my real life spending and stuff on this channel to kind of hold myself accountable. It also, I've realized that having to account for everything that I am spending, even though I kind of do like a hybrid cash budget method, it does hold me accountable for my spending and makes me think twice when I go to spend the money. So it's definitely been working for me. So that's just kind of what you can find here. So if that's something you'd be interested in watching, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. It's a free way to support me in this channel and I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and look. It looks like I was able to rein our spending in pretty well this week, so I'm very happy about that. I was getting nervous for a while. I need to get into a better cash stuffing routine. Just life has been really crazy, as you guys know. My husband lost his job. I think we're on week 2 of him being unemployed, so it's been a bit of a struggle here. He is our primary source of income, so we're just trying to continue on and make things work. Luckily, we kind of had a feeling that something like this was going to happen, so we started stockpiling a bunch of cash. So we do have an emergency net kind of getting us through as we navigate this fun experience, because he went from a very well-paying job that if he is able to get employment, we will be getting a whopping $320 a week. So that is like 90% of our income gone. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for us, but we're pushing through. I was kind of put in the back of my mind, I know that I have $200 for eating out and groceries, and I was like in the back of my mind trying to like challenge myself, let's stick to 150 and less and see if we can do it. So I was like, I think we'll be fine. And then we went eating out a few times just because things were crazy, we were out and about, and so I was like, I don't think we're gonna do it. But I think I actually stayed under 150 for eating out and right around 150 for groceries. We will find out here in a second. So I'm super excited and proud of myself for that. So let's just go ahead and get to unstuffing. And speaking of, let's start with groceries. So we spent $107 at Walmart, which that was a win because that was our most grocery shopping. Like the rest of them was just like odds and ends here. Target ran a sale for soda. We do drink a lot of soda in our house, so we stocked up on that. And then there was just a few odds and ends. I think I got some like chips because I forgot to get them at Walmart. And like, I want to have chips for dinner, so let's pick them up. So there was like a buy one get one sale on chips there, so we picked up quite a few bags there. So I think that's the only groceries. So 156, like I said, right around the 150 mark. So I'm kind of running low on cash here because I took a lot of it back to the bank. So I'm going to have to kind of be a little bit creative when it comes to dealing with this. So for now, I'm only putting 150 back for groceries, and I'm going to make note of the 6 so that way we can come back and unstuff it later on once I get the cash over here. So I do have it all available, but for now I'm just only going to unstuff the 150 and I'll jot some notes down here. So let me go ahead and mark off the various groceries. And then let's go into eating out and see how we did there. Eating out, the biggest thing is we went to bandanas, and I really regret going to bandanas because I did not realize how expensive they are getting. To me, spending $100 at bandanas, that is obscene, but I do think that included a pretty generous tip. So, but still, that is crazy expensive. I'm like, we could go to like a normal restaurant. This 11 I did is 10 in one, and it wouldn't be quite as insane. So I'm at 146. So we stayed under the 150 for eating out, which honestly, that is amazing. That is definitely a struggle. I just want to go ahead and double check this because when I do really good on eating out, I panic and like, okay, am I missing something? Did I forget a transaction? And it does not look like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this 6 down to $2 because I'm going to unstuff 150 from eating out. So that would reduce the 6 by 4. We'll just make the calculator do the math and then add 6. So I still only owe $2. So somehow I'm going to need to hunt down $2 somewhere, but we're just going to keep it moving. Okay, just making sure I actually unstuffed that 100. Okay, so let's go to gas since that is in here. So gas, we filled up one of our cars. We ended up in Missouri, I think, and we filled up a little bit there. So $57. Let's see, 20, 40. And then here's 7. Okay. Let me see. So 20, 40, that's not actually 7. So here's 47. I'm going to get the rest here in just a second. So here we go. Here's 2 and then a 5. Okay. So I'm putting the 20 there because I know that I have a 10 in spending, and then I'm just going to move this all into spending. And then I have a 10 in miscellaneous. So I'm going to take the 10 from miscellaneous and pay that for the gas, and then everything has netted out properly. And then just to kind of clear stuff, because I know gas is way overstuffed, and I think I have singles in here. I do. I'm going to clear the $2 that I owe there from gas. So we still have a decent amount in gas. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. That's quite a bit for gas, so we're good there. So I'm okay with stealing from gas there. So let's check off the gas. Okay, my iPad's freaking out because I don't know what it was doing. And then there we go. So we are good there. So let's go into our pink wallet and see what we can get out of here. So personal care, it needs 7. So let's see what we have here. So I'm going to do a 10, and then I'm going to take 7 back. 5, 6, 7. So I have $38 still left in personal care. So let me check this off. And then Easter, I'm going to come back to Easter. That's in a different wallet. Kids, I know kids is in here. Kids, we did spend a lot. My kids had a 7-foot trampoline a few years ago. We got it free from a friend quite a few years ago. And it lasted us, I would say, 4 or 5 years. And then my kids kind of destroyed it. So we got rid of it last summer. And our youngest, she's getting really into wanting to jump and bounce and stuff. So I told my husband, I'm like, I really think we need to give the kids another trampoline. My older kids are still probably okay to jump on it. I know that our youngest is not old enough for the giant trampoline, so I didn't want to get that because those are a lot more significantly off the ground than the trampoline that we ended up getting. So I found a great deal for it. It's normally $170. I got it for $100, so this is it with tax, so that was our biggest expense with them. And then Target, that is, I think, diaper pail refills, so that's what that is. And then I think that's it for kids. So 121. I did bulk this up quite a bit. If you watched my video from yesterday, I stuffed our tax return, and so I knew I wanted to do the spending, so I went ahead and funded kids quite a bit. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Do I have any singles? I do not. So I'm gonna put that there. So we still have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30. So we still have 130. So I'm gonna put all of this here. And then I'm just gonna mark that I owe $1 from somewhere. Where I get it from, it's not the end of the world. Let me see, does Pet Care have any singles? No. And we'll find some place to get it from. I'm not too worried about $1. I will get it taken care of before I'm done with this cash stuffing. I'll probably take it from Easter because Easter has $49, and so it's gonna be easy enough to round that up by $1. So clothing is here. I guess I skipped over clothing. So clothing, I splurged. My our youngest is really into dresses, and so is her older sister, and so that's like all she likes to wear, and then she likes to stick to certain dresses and stuff. And so I found this really cute dress, which is kind of expensive. It was a bluey dress, but it had like the tulle tutu, and I knew she would love it. So I showed her a picture of it, and she like got a big smile. And I'm like, you know what, I really want to get that for her. So I splurged on it a little bit. So it was a $32 dress. So yeah, this is fun. Okay. So we are going to add another $2 to the IOU. So now we're up to 3, which is not a big deal. Like I said, I will find it somewhere. So let's check this off. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 81. So $320 still left in clothing. Okay, and then car maintenance, is that in here? I guess it is. I thought it was in the blue one, but it's here. Car maintenance is $22, which we do have. So 22. And then let me see. So I owe $3 from somewhere. We'll figure it out. I will take care of it through Easter if necessary. Let's see what we have going on in our Easter binder. Or I should say our holiday binder that houses Easter. So it's in the black Alana binder. I forgot that I was unstuffing a little bit from there. So Easter has 120 and we spent 50. So I'm going to take 50 back and that will take care of that. And then that means I owe $2 somehow. So let's put this down to $2 and let's see what we can do. I have $4, so let me see what I have going on in gas. I have $5, so I am going to, I guess I'll put the 5 in there and then I'll take 3. 1, 2, 3. There, we've cleared the 2. So everything's good there. And we still have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3. That's still quite a bit there. So let me add up what I spent, make sure that I have it all over here. And then I think we're going to play some shuffling around in my spending wallet, just preparing for the next week. I mean, I could do it in my cash stuffing, but I'm just going to handle it now while I'm thinking about it. So that way when I go to plan my cash stuffing, I have that accounted for. Okay, so I'm coming up with 590, so I'm obviously short somewhere, so I don't know what's going on. Let's count this, see where I'm off, and then we'll just put the money that I'm off somewhere. Let's count them this way. There we go. I probably have 591. Well, let's check. 100, 200, 300, 50. Hold on. So 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. So this is 500, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 6. So I'm off by 4 somewhere. How did I get off by 4 so bad? So 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 6. So we will do this. I will put the 5 and the single back, and then we'll take the 10. So now I should have 590, and then we'll play musical cash with my envelopes here in a second. So let's do this. 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. So that's 500. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 590. So this all needs to go back to the bank. I'm going to grab one of my paper clips, paper clip it together. And that is good. Okay. So I want to mess with this a little bit. Normally I want to be cash stuffing a little sooner to when we start spending. I normally like to be cash stuffing on Friday. Today's Friday. I'm filming this later than I would like to. We've already went out and shopped. We went to Sam's because we haven't been to Sam's in a while. And I know that we spent a lot at Sam's because like you end up spending a lot at Sam's just because of how crazy it is. So I want to take this 50 from eating out and I'm going to put it into groceries. So I'm going to give myself an extra $100 to start out with groceries, and then spending. Let's see what I want to do with spending. I am going to add another $100 to groceries. So I'm giving myself a $120 buffer because we spent nearly $300 at Sam's already. And is that ideal? No. But we did it, and I have extra cash in my Purple wallet. So normally what I've been doing with the Purple wallet with anything excess is I would put it in my denomination savings challenge. I think given the situation we're in, it's going to suit us better to try and keep it in the spending categories where we might need a little help with. Okay, so I gave myself a $120 buffer just to kind of like counteract the hit that you take when you shop at Sam's. I do have a large family, so shopping at Sam's does make sense because when you like break it down to like the unit price per unit, I am saving significantly. But it's very expensive in the week that you do it. So I'm going to give myself the $120 buffer to kind of like counterbalance Sam's. That'll give me a little bit of money still left over in my budget that can make me try and stay realistic and get some of the odds and ends to like finish off dinners and stuff. So I wouldn't want to have something that is attainable and not something that is like super strict that I can't do, because then I'm more likely to be like, well, I've already blown the budget anyways, so who cares? And then just go crazy. So I think if I'm gonna give myself something to shoot towards, then that's good. I'm still probably gonna give myself the $200 for eating out just so that I know it's there, but my goal is not $200. I want to have a lot left over. So before I get to talking and forgetting, I am going to mark off this additional $40. So I'm going to put $40 towards my $20 savings challenge. So again, these denomination challenges I fund solely through excess money from my Purple wallet. So it's just kind of an extra incentive to keep spending down to a minimum. And honestly, $590 spent, that's amazing for what we're used to. So I'm very proud of myself there. You got to celebrate the little win. So I want to kind of celebrate that win by doing this savings challenge, but I also want to set myself up for success for this week. And I think I'm going to need a little bit of help because Sam's was about $290. A little of that was other things, like there's like $20 to $30 in clothes because I wanted to get a dress for my daughter. My oldest, she likes to have dresses. She's very much only wants to wear a dress. We had a little bit of a meltdown yesterday because all the dresses that she had were dirty, so she wanted to rewear one of her dirty outfits, and we were trying to like not get her to do it. So I'm like, I saw this pretty dress. I'm like, let me grab it for her because it's a dress she could wear to school. So I snagged that while we were there. My husband needed some probiotics, so that's part of that. So that'll come out and go to personal care. So did we spend $290 in actual food? No. But I want to have a tiny bit of a buffer in my grocery spending so that when I do need to shop at like Walmart to fill in some of the gaps, like if I need to grab some veggies to finish off a meal or some sides to finish off a meal, that I can. When it comes to me figuring out meals, I do want to shop my fridge and freezer first because we do have a significant bit there. And then I also want to have a goal to not really eat out much this weekend, or not this weekend, just this week period. We did pretty good last week, so I'm hoping we can do that again this week. So we just realized that in the town that we go to church with, where my in-laws go as well, that there is both IHOP and Denny's there because we go to an early morning church service every week. And so when it lets out, it's not time to really go to lunch. So there's not a lot of like eating out options. And that was something that we enjoyed to do with my in-laws when we would go to church, is we would finish with church and then we'd go have a meal with them. It wasn't necessarily just to eat the food. It was also for the camaraderie and seeing family. So that's something that is kind of important to us. So I do want to still have a little bit of money to kind of give us the freedom to say yes to that. So that might be my goal as far as minimizing the eating out for that. Plus, the guilty pleasure still is Taco Bell breakfast. I love Taco Bell breakfast. I need to figure out a way to make it home because it could be potentially healthier and cheaper, but it's kind of easy to just grab and go on the way to church for it. So we'll see. But that's kind of my plan for this week. I already know that we're kind of starting off with a little bit of a struggle, so I'm trying to make it something that we can do. So that was kind of a little extra for what this video typically has, because I'm kind of late in the game to do this video, that I kind of already know what's going on for next week, so I'm cheating a little bit. But after this video, I need to sit down and figure out and plan what I want to stuff in all my various envelopes and try and stick to my new cash stuffing budget, which is around $1,100. So I will be doing that here shortly. Thank you so much if you stuck through this whole video. I appreciate you guys more than you ever know. Love chatting with you guys. So if you have something you want to say, drop me something in the comments. I love talking with you guys. It's like the highlight of my day. So I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.